31번 Snow White. Snow White kept growing. She became more beautiful than the queen. One day, the queen asked the mirror, "Mirror, mirror, who's the fairest of all?" The mirror said, "Queen, you are the fairest in this room, but Snow White is the fairest of all." The queen grew green with envy. After that, she hated Snow White very much. 32번 The crow and the pitcher. A thirsty crow saw a pitcher of water. "I've got you," he sang happily. But the crow couldn't drink the water. The water was just half full, and the mouth of the pitcher was too narrow, so he couldn't put his beak into the pitcher. Suddenly, a good idea came to him. He took some pebbles and dropped them into the pitcher. The more pebbles he dropped, the higher the water went. At last, he could drink the water. 33번 Stone Soup. The soldiers came back from war. They were very tired and hungry, but the villagers would not share their food with them. "I have a good idea," a soldier said. The soldiers told the villagers that they could make stone soup. The villagers wondered what stone soup was. The soldiers put some water and stones in a pot. A woman brought salt and pepper for the soup. Another brought onions for the soup. Potatoes, meat, and more came after. Yummy! The soldiers and the villagers had a delicious meal together. 34번 The Milkmaid and Her Pail. The milkmaid was going to the market to sell her milk. She was carrying a pail of milk on her head. As she walked along, she thought about what she would do with the money. She would go for the milk. "I'll buy some chickens. The chickens will lay eggs, and then I'll sell the eggs. With the money, I'll buy a pretty new dress and a hat. Whenever I go to the market, many handsome young men will come and speak to me, but I won't care about them. I'll toss my head like this." As she spoke, she tossed her head back. The pail of milk fell down. The milkmaid's dreams spilled onto the street. 35번 King Solomon's judgment. Two women with a baby came to King Solomon. "This baby is mine," one woman said. "No, she's lying. The baby is mine," another woman shouted. King Solomon thought for a while, and then he said, "Cut the baby in half and give half to each woman." "No, no, please give the baby to that woman," the second woman cried. "Now I know who the real mother is." King Solomon pointed to the second woman. 36번 The Cat Girl. Can a living thing change its nature? Jupiter and Venus were talking. "Yes, I think so," Jupiter said. "No, I don't think so," Venus said. They agreed to have a test. Jupiter turned the cat into a girl and made her a bride. The wedding was going on. The cat girl behaved really well. Just then, Venus had a mouse run into the room. The cat girl jumped up from her seat and hurried to catch the mouse. Nature doesn't change, Venus said. 37번. The farmer and the snake. One winter day, a farmer saw a snake freezing from the cold. I'm freezing to death. Please help me, the snake said. What if you bite me? The farmer asked. Nonsense. I won't do that if you save me, the snake said. The farmer held him tight, and soon the snake got better. But then the snake bit the farmer. Oh, how can you do this to me? I saved your life, cried the farmer. A snake is always a snake. You forgot that. The snake answered. 38. Footprints in the snow. An old man was looking out the window. It's so beautiful. I don't want to dirty up the snow. How can I get to the rabbi? He happened to see his two sons sleeping. Oh, I have a good idea. He woke up his sons. The sons lifted their father onto their shoulders and went to the rabbi's house. The sons carried their father home too. The old man saw the footprints in the snow in front of his house and got angry. Who made those footprints? 39. The lion in love. A lion fell in love with a pretty girl. He went to her parents and said, Please let me marry her. Her father said, We are really happy to have a great son-in-law like you, but we are afraid that your sharp claws and big teeth might hurt our daughter. If you have your claws and teeth pulled out, then you can be our son-in-law. The lion loved her too much, so he had his claws and teeth pulled out. Then he came back to see her parents again. Her parents just laughed at him. 40. Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack began to climb up and up the beanstalk. Jack saw a castle at the top. Could you give me some food? He said to the giant's wife standing at the door. Yes, but you should be careful. My husband will eat you when he returns. She gave him a hearty meal. Suddenly, they heard a terrible knock at the door. Hide, my husband is back, the giant's wife shouted. As soon as she opened the door, the giant said, I smell the blood of a kid. Whether he is alive or dead, I will grind his bones to make my bread.